Hey, you boy, come here. Watch my booty go bum 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 bum. Love his hips, gotta switching it up. Fit in these jeans with the wiggle and jump. Make a real boy become dumb dumb. Watching me move, make room for you.
Okay.
I'll keep the rhythm, you keep it smooth. Hey, you boy from across the floor.
Hey, you girl in a tight top skirt. Way that you move made my heart start to hurt.
Okay, hey guys, so on this week, let me see, what are we, in the third week of April? Third week of April. So what I did was I actually took off some of these petunias because they were just growing bad, you see. So I'm still having to trim some of these dead parts off, but and I only kept the healthy ones, and then I was left with something a lot less than what I had originally, but that's fine. Cascading petunia still growing. My bell peppers, there's a whole medley of them. I love it. I mean, not my bell peppers, my jalapenos. There we go. So many jalapenos. I think I have between 8 and 10 jalapenos right now that are like small. I think the one back here is the biggest one that I have at the moment. But yeah. Bell peppers. I think I have one of them changing colors already. Yep, right here. One of them changing colors. I think that's a yellow one. It looks like a yellow one. Either a yellow or an orange. And then I have one back here changing. I have two of them changing back there. Now this one had bell peppers on them, but obviously I harvested them. And then by the time I had harvested them, the plant itself looked horrible. It was a mess. So basically all I had left after harvesting and everything was these dead, these flowers that were these leaves that were damaged. But from the group that I was in, I learned that even damaged leaves like this, they're still collecting sunlight. So it's still gonna allow new leaves to go ahead and grow. And after waiting for about 2 weeks and keeping it with just these leaves, these damaged leaves, now I have all new leaves. These are all the new ones. I did keep a few of the as you can see, there's still a few damaged ones left, but I wanted to make sure that I had more than enough leaves for it to continue growing. So now I have beautiful healthy leaves. I'm loving it. And also also, the roots to this were horrible. They were just so damaged. They were black. They were to the point where they were pretty much dead. Actually, that's what they were. I had root rot. So, now let's look at them. Beautiful. Beautiful and white. I love it. Ooh, beautiful and white. I love it. Mind you, all of the roots were pretty much brown to the point where they were actually they were black. So what I did was I trimmed it off, HydroGuard. I did spray it with hydrogen peroxide. Of course, I rinsed it out with distilled water. And then I put it in master blend with the 5-gallon mixture of the master blend, and I filled it up to about up here, so 3/4 of the way. I filled it up, and this is the result. So I'm very, very, very happy. If you can see it in the light, you can see beautiful healthy leaves. I love it. This one is still growing. This one actually has one of my largest bell peppers, I believe. I don't think I have any other. Oh, well, no, that one's big. Now, as you guys, I told you guys earlier about it being black, but one of my friends also went ahead and, because I was worried about them being black, and then from what I was told, with certain color ones, they do end up being black, but eventually over time they will change colors, and which it did. So thank God I didn't toss the plants or anything. I actually have bell peppers changing colors, which means it's doing great. I did have kale right here, this little knob right here, but it was taking up pretty much the whole entire space, so I had to cut it. So I have 2 bell peppers. Don't know what they are, but we will find out. I forgot if these were scallions or chives. We will find out. Cilantro growing. This one is a marigold. Roma tomatoes, San Marzano tomatoes. These are the San Marzano. The San Marzano are growing in, lots of them there. I have a few of them over here. I'm still waiting on those to mature. I have a big bunch of kale here with some collard greens as well. Finally, I used my grow bag. Mind you, I threw pretty much every single freaking seed I could think of in here. So basically a ton of mystery seeds. A ton of mystery seeds. You can see the little seedlings trying to sprout. Where are they? That you can see them. Oh, there goes one right here. See? That's them. See little seedlings right there. Come on, zoom out. There we go. So I'm waiting on those to come in, and then I guess we'll find out what they are. I think one of them, I did a few carrots because I wanted to have carrots. So we'll see. I think I did carrots and Utah celery. This one was a clipping, and look at the clipping now has beautiful roots coming in. I have switched completely over to Master Blend except for the Arrow Garden ones. A few of the Arrow Garden ones, they do have the Arrow Garden plant food that I'm still using, but I think it's pretty much this one is the only one that's using the Arrow Garden plant. No, that one actually, I believe I am using a Master Blend. Yeah, Master Blend here, Master Blend here, Master Blend here, Master Blend here. This is a jungle. I did not prune this yet. I had been pruning it and I was keeping up with it, but thyme, flat leaf parsley, curly parsley, rosemary, culantro. My culantro is growing so much. Dill. The dill has started flowering, so I just kept cutting off the flowering part. Both of these two are mega cherry tomatoes. So I have a few of them coming in, which is great. Golden harvest, I believe. Can't wait till those come in because you guys rave about it all the time. I know the light is all the way up here. It's not gonna go ahead and get anything, but we'll see. We'll see. Alyssum. I always wanted flowers. And I can smell it and it smells like flowers. I love it. I have another thing of cilantro coming in. I have one cilantro here, but that's already done bolted, so yeah. I believe that's either scallion or chives. One of them. Genovese basil. Like I said, alyssum. Strawberry here. I have a strawberry back there. That one was in the tub, but apparently the roots weren't long enough, so it started to go ahead and die, and I didn't even notice until I saw the leaves getting brown. So then I moved it back over here. Hopefully it will recover. And as you can see, the strawberries doing pretty good. This one did have the roots long enough, and they started growing. I did have collard green there, but I decided to go ahead and cut it off because I wanted my strawberry to grow. What I've been doing is I've been getting orange juice caps, and they are the perfect size, and it covers up the holes. I was like, oh, perfect. So if you guys notice, I have a lot of orange juice caps. Remember, I had cut this down to the point where they were only like little bitty leaves like this big, and now look at them. It done grew. This is just the power of plants. They're so freaking resilient. I love them. From little bitty bits of leaves that were like that big, and they managed to go in, and only like 2 or 3 of them, and they managed to go ahead and grow. You guys remember they were like empty. Yellow onion. I have my carrot right here. Really need to harvest these two, because I'm pretty sure those two are already done for, and they're ready. This one looks like it's about to bolt. But we have some arugula here. We have some bell peppers growing here, scallions or chives. I forgot which one. I don't know. This one looks like it might be more strawberries. We'll find out. I think this was either cilantro or culantro, one of them. Let's see. Oh, yes. So I did get another cap, a 6-inch cap. And then I put this on a 3.5 gallon. And this is for my yellow bell pepper. And then here I have another. I forgot which one this one was. It's some bell pepper, but it started growing in already. And this one has the roots already growing in nice. San Marzano. As you can see here, San Marzano. These are big mamas, which is weird because the name suggests that it's supposed to be huge, which is supposed to be, but it's not. So, yeah. And then what I did was I used one of these little jugs and a clipping. This is actually a clipping of, I think it was this one. And this one is aroma tomato, I believe. No, it's a big mama. Well, this one is another big mama. This is a clipping. And let me show you guys. You see? That one's getting roots as well. I don't want to pull it out all the way. I don't want to damage the roots, but what I did was I used the cap, and whenever I need to refill it, I just pour it in right there, put the cap back on, and boom, I ain't gotta worry about it. And I haven't seen any algae growth in here, which is quite interesting. I thought the light would definitely penetrate through, but apparently it's doing good enough. My 5 gallon, finally got a 5 gallon for my master blend. Of course, I have been using the master blend religiously. I love it. I can see why people use it. Just like the HydroGuard. The HydroGuard has been preventing the root rot in my cracky jars, which is great. Like I said earlier, these are all the cucumbers, all the failed attempts. Thank God I didn't give up on them. More of the cucumbers that I showed you guys earlier. Big mama, no, mega cherry tomato. Mega cherry tomato. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. Cascading petunias. Woo! They cascaded. Woo! They cascaded like off of the toad. Like that's how much they've cascaded. This right here is a watermelon line. I do have a few watermelons there, but pretty sure they didn't get to pollinate, so they're just sitting there doing their thing. And let me see. I think that's pretty much it for the tour. But yeah, and then these were the experiments for the dollar store to see if I can get them to actually grow. Nothing grew. Okay, so it's a bust. I should have just kept the seeds and then planted them in my own soil and said, screw the soil that it came with. But you know, you live and you learn. So I just let them dry out and it's whatever. The mushroom grow kit, mushrooms did finally grow after like 3 weeks. I don't know what happened, but as you can see, there's not really much growth happening. I think the growth is pretty much stunted. I don't know what happened to mushrooms, but they're not growing anymore. So what's going to end up happening is I'll probably end up taking it out of the box, flipping it over to its side, cut these little mushrooms off, turn it around, get that soaked in, and try on the opposite side. See if the opposite side will grow some. We'll see. I don't know. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. I have more strawberries and more strawberries right there. I did get this cute little, I don't think I ever showed you guys this, but that cute little mini grow light. I love it. It's so cute. But these, I've been loving these. These have been doing really good. And they're cheap. And I love it. And I love that they're cheap and they work. What I will say is this is my biggest pet peeve with the OT Dare. Great price on it. It's actually cheaper than this one, which is the original one that I had suggested in my group. But what happened was this one it's great. It's tall, it's much bigger, and I like the lighting pattern to it and everything. The only bad thing about it is the tripod is huge. Do not like that. I like that this has a smaller tripod, so that means that I can fit it in more places with the original one that I have bought. So for right now, I'm going to continue buying these. True, they're more expensive, just a little bit more expensive, but it's still worth it for me because it doesn't take up that much space because of the tripod. The base of it, it's not so big. Where this one is. So, and I finally bought one of those because the OT Dare, everybody was raving about it because it works. It's stronger than this one, cheaper as well. So you would think it's good, but like I said, the base is the only thing that's killing it for me. The tripod is just too big, way too big. I think that's pretty much everything, you guys. So I'll probably give you guys more updates. I'll probably end up doing another flower somewhere. Something growing over here. I don't know what it is, but you guys know me. I just plant random stuff and see what grows, and then we'll see. So until next week, bye, you guys. Okay, guys, so male flower. How I could tell it's a male flower? It has the little bell shape to it, but at the end, no cucumber looking piece to it. Now, let me find a female one. Okay, female one. It has the bell shaped over here. See how it has the bell-shaped base, but the stem part of it, you see how it has little bumps and then it's bigger? That is the female. And the flower has opened up, so it's ready to go ahead and get pollinated. So a good way to... Okay. So what I do is I take the flower and I peel it. Now let me show you. I'm trying to find a place to put this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there we go. I just peel it so that I can see that pollinated part. I can see where the pollen is at. You see? Ooh. You see the pollen? There we go. Alright, so peel this back, and now I'm left with this little spear. Let me put it against a dark background. There we go. See? Now, what I'm gonna do is, because a lot of this is a failed attempt of pollinating a female one, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was going on. I went ahead and I used cotton swabs. No. Tried using the air garden pollinator. No. But when I started doing this, and once I did that, let me see what one looks like, if I can find one. This one has it. Let me see if I can angle this. There you go. So you can kind of sort of see it. But anyway, so I put it in, and then it grew to be like that big. I went ahead and I put it in, and that is the result. I finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks of pollinating, trying to figure it out, trials and tribulations, and I finally got it down. So we're gonna do the same exact thing. Here we go. Female flower is right. I can find it with my camera. Here it is. Female flower right there. Go ahead and we're gonna put this in ever so gently. Put just a little bit of pressure, and then close up the flower so that it stays in place. Well, it looks like it'll stay in place, but most of the time I'm able to close the flower. But here we go. And that is what it looks like. And I pollinate it, and I guarantee you, I'll check on this next week, on this specific one. And then you guys will see how big it's grown. Now, remember the size of it. That's how small it was. So when we come back next week, you guys can see.